Hi there! Oh, I didn't see you there. Horrible, isn't it? I wanted to try a new start of this video and I don't think this was the most successful way, so I will never do it again. I'm sorry. By the way, if you were wondering on how to use a tripod without having a tripod when you film videos, I got a solution. Oh yes, so efficient. Alright, today I want to talk to you about something that I really wanted to talk from a very long while ago. I want to talk about my favorite eateries in Ubud, Bali. And I will tell you one thing, that I started to film this video in a different way. I wanted to do one of these super cool videos where it's just like clips and then my voice talking over those clips, but I was like, that's so ridiculous, because you can do that when you are an English mother tongue or you speak a super fluent English, but with my English it sounded just so bloody funny and ridiculous. So let's do it in a good old way, right? Face to face, or face to camera. But Bali. When you go to Bali, the place that you're gonna stay, it's gonna actually make your experience so much different. And with this I mean, if you stay in Seminyak, if you stay in Canggu, if you stay in Kuta, if you stay in Ubud, if you stay... there is another kind of resort area, I don't remember the name. Anyway, each area is gonna give you a different vibe from the holiday. And we stayed the majority of our time in Ubud, and I'm so glad we did. Ubud is basically the cultural heart of Bali. It's the place where you will see all the rituals, the Balinese rituals, the traditional ceremonies, and as well you have all this beautiful nature around, tons of free walk through the rice fields. And by the way, if you are interested in these kind of videos, I did tons of them, in particular the free walk through the rice fields. I think it's a very good one if you are just in Ubud and you want to get a little bit of a glimpse of the landscape without spending too much money. My favorite eateries in Ubud. So the good thing with Bali is, in particular if you arrive to Bali after traveling 4 months Southeast Asia, where you ate tons of local food, street food, rice dishes and curry dishes and so on, Bali actually can offer you a lot of Western food at a good price, and very interesting and different one, in particular very healthy one. So you will have many healthy cafes and very good quality international restaurants. That's why I think that it deserves a specific video. And being based in Ubud for almost a month, we kind of experienced a lot of them. So the #1 cafe, I think it must be Clear Cafe. It really represents the Ubud style, so it's very relaxing and you have this specific relaxation music and the waterfall, and the highlight of the dishes there, it was the tuna burger. Oh my god guys, it was amazing. And Vincent also tried a few different dishes. He liked all of them, but in particular the juices are fantastic. We took a tea that is called Bali berry. I mean, it looks like a juice. It's so good. You can try any. They have a menu that is like never ending, and they are all so good. So second cafe, it must be Alchemy Cafe. Alchemy Cafe is located slightly off the city center of Ubud, so you can reach it with like a taxi or like a bicycle if you're riding, or you can just walk there actually. I mean, we were staying in the center of Ubud and we could walk there in 20 minutes and 20 minutes return. What's very good with the Alchemy Cafe is that they have all raw food. Our favorite part has been these smoothie bowls that you can basically build yourself. So you can pick the base, you can pick the toppings, and then you can pick an additional sauce. And I think I picked like salty caramel sauce. It was amazing. So it's very nice because you can make exactly the smoothie bowls that you like, and it's healthy and it's good and it's tasty. And we have another cafe, the third one, which is Mudra Cafe. I particularly loved this one. First of all, I love the setting. So it's like very small, and as quick as you enter there is like a little sofa, so it's like an outdoorish sofa, which is nice to just sit down and relax and people watch. And then the inside is like a kind of circle made of sofas, and in the middle you have tables, so it's kind of an intimate feeling with it. And also they do killer brunches and breakfast. Oh my god, I had this triple cheese poached eggs on spinach, I don't remember, but it was like amazing. And the coffee is so good, it's brewed in the place, so it's super fresh. Last but not least, cafe, the Lazy Cat Cafe. This was our local cafe. It was just 5 minutes walking from where we stayed, and what I particularly liked with it, it was again the setting. All these cafes, they are just so pretty and so quirky and all different from each other, and you just feel like you want to sit there and stare around like it's very chilled and relaxed. You have different sofas here and there in different little corners. They have plugs everywhere, so if you need to do work with your laptop you can just go there. And they do again very good coffees and very nice acai bowls, as well as avocado toasts. Thumbs up! Let's talk about warung. Warung is local food, because of course you must have local food in Bali as well. Maybe don't have satay chicken from the street food, considering the latest news, but if you go to a restaurant you shouldn't have any kind of problem. And our favorite warung in Ubud, it was called the Black Pearl, and this as well is very close to where we stayed and is situated in the middle of the rice fields, so you have like this very peaceful surrounding. And this is a sort of pirate themed restaurant, let's say, and they do a very good mie goreng. You have the mie goreng dish with the noodles, and then they add even some satay chicken, which was super tasty, and they're grilling it right in front of you in the front of the restaurant. And what I really like with the mie goreng is that usually around Bali it seems that they are using instant noodles, but in this place you can really feel that it's homemade noodles, so that's what I really loved about it. And also they do avocado juice. Passing to pizza, believe it or not guys, I'm not the kind of people that is keen on eating pizza abroad, but it was many months that we didn't have pizza, and I was like, oh, I'm craving pizza. And we passed in front of this little restaurant and I smelled, and I was like, because that's the thing, when you are Italian you can recognize a place that does good pizza from the smell that comes out of the restaurant. And I was like, we need to try this place. We tried it and we didn't regret it. Their pizza was really good. I wouldn't compare it with the Italian one that you have in Italy. Also, it was very light. The pizza is not this kind of pizza. So unrespectful, this drum. It's not this kind of pizza that afterwards is gonna make you feel like, oh, so stuffed. So very good and so good price. Let's talk now about sushi. That's another one of my favorite dishes that now and then I have big cravings on. And we tried this place that is called Toro Sushi. Is it called Toro Sushi? I think so. Toro Sushi. I will write everything down below anyway, all the informations. And I must admit that their signature rolls, they are like very good. Again, the prices start to get slightly high considering the Southeast Asian prices, but the signature rolls, they are very good. But don't go for the basic sushi because we felt that that was not that outstanding. So last restaurant, we go a little bit more up with price, but it's totally worth it, in particular if you want to have a romantic dinner with your beloved one and have a nice glass of wine. Talking of which, there are tons of restaurants like this and we tried different ones, but now I'm just talking to you about the one that they really stood up the most and that we really felt, wow, we want to come back to this place. So the last restaurant is called Pica Restaurant, and it's a Peruvian sort of fusion fine restaurant. Finer, at least. It's not too much, but still is not like a kind of street food vibe restaurant. and the quality is absolutely higher than the standard restaurants, and is the kind of restaurant that in Europe you will pay tons of money, but again in Bali it doesn't turn out to be that expensive, so very much recommended. Thing like very Asian slash South American. They use local product as well. And as last thing, I want to talk to you about the Ubud Food Festival, because if you are a foodie and you are heading to Bali and you can pick the date, I highly recommend you to go around May. We were there towards the mid of May this year, and we were so lucky that we could attend to the Ubud Food Festival. It was amazing, guys. It was maybe 3 or 4 days full of events, talks and conference about different kind of food. We got to experience how it's supposed to be cooked, the baby gulang, which is like a traditional Balinese dish, which is a slowly grilled suckling pig, and so much more. You're gonna have so many food stalls to try different food all the time, so I'm gonna leave you with a little clip about our experience there, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what do you think about it. If you have any more recommendation about places to eat in Bali, in Ubud in the specific, but anywhere else around Bali, please write it down below so we can help future fellow travelers with nice places to eat. And thank you for watching. See you next time. We are going to the Ubud Food Festival. Bali dish, and they're talking about how is the authentic version of this dish. So how do you recognize the authentic one? That's going to be very interesting actually. It's not that crazy. It's just juicy and soft and it melts in your mouth. So good.